Hey everybody, it's Dr. Butch Saunier coming to you from my hallway live in my office in Baton Rouge on a very hot and dry South Louisiana afternoon. So we're talking about non-traumatically induced headaches, which we did on our first two segments in our Facebook Live segment from several weeks ago. And we're finishing up today talking about what I think is the number one cause for a non-traumatically induced headache. If you go back to our previous two videos, we talked about bad posture in the workplace and how slouching and working at a workstation where your computer screen is too low can trigger those type of headaches and what you can do to help eliminate them. Secondly, we talked about stress. Again, remember there's all types of stress that affect the body, but we talked about one thing specifically that you can do to help reduce the effect of stress on your body and eliminate a stress headache. And today we're going to talk about what I think is the most common cause of a non-traumatically induced headache, and that's dehydration. We're just not drinking enough water during the day. How many people do you know that have that problem? I know I'm guilty of it. I'm one of them. But not drinking enough water can cause all types of health issues. But what we're going to talk about today are those headaches. So when you don't have enough water in your body, real simply what happens, your cells will start to shrink. When your cells shrink a little bit, that means the tissues will actually get a little smaller, and especially those tissues that make up the veins and arteries in our body that have to bring blood to all different parts, including our head. So when your body's dehydrated, those cells shrink, those tissues will decrease in size, which means the passageways that the blood has to go through get smaller. Well, the same amount of blood has to course through those passageways regardless of the size. So when the blood forces its way through the arteries and veins that have shrunk because you're dehydrated, guess what happens? It triggers pain receptors, and all of a sudden you get headaches. So here's a common scenario that I have in the office. Actually, this happened a couple days ago. So Mr. Jones, we're trying to figure out why these headaches are popping up on a daily basis. Can you tell me how much water you drink every day? Well, Doc, yeah, it's pretty simple. I get up in the morning and I drink 3 or 4 cups of coffee. About halfway through the morning, I'll drink a Coke or a Diet Coke. Then for lunch, and I eat healthy now, I'll go to Subway, and I will drink a large iced tea, no sugar. I'll put sweet and low in it. About 3 or 4 o'clock, I'll maybe drink another Diet Coke. And then when I get home, you know, it's been a long day, so I'll maybe have a few beers or a couple glasses of wine. So now that I think about it, I'm drinking a lot of water every day. Really? Well, remember, if you hold your glass up to the light and you can't see through your glass, if it's not clear, it's not water. And if you're drinking all those things we just talked about, you're ingesting caffeine and alcohol, which does what? It makes you void. So you're going to go to the bathroom a lot during the day, which means you're going to be even more dehydrated. So how much water should we drink every day? That's a raging discussion. Everybody has their own ideas. I'm going to tell you the simple formula that I use that I think is very effective, and that is you get on a scale, find out how much you weigh. You take your body weight, divide it by 2, and that number in ounces is how much water you should drink every day. So I'm kind of challenged with math, so we'll keep it easy. Let's say I weigh 200 pounds, and that weight divided by 2 is 100, so that's 100 ounces of water I should drink every day. Now, when I talk about that to patients and people, everybody freaks out because they go, oh my God, there's no way I can drink that much water. Well, you can, and it's easier than you think. You just don't do it all at one sitting. So what you can do to get the ball rolling is when you get up in the morning, before you have that first cup of coffee, drink a glass of water, then have some coffee. Midway through the morning, instead of drinking that Diet Coke, drink a glass of water. At lunch, go eat at Subway, but drink a bottle of water instead of drinking that iced tea. Get through the afternoon, have a little bit more water. And when you get home, have a little bit more water, then have a glass of wine or a beer. So you're getting the water into your system and you're starting to hydrate those tissues. And before you know it, you're drinking an ample supply of water. You're going to feel better. Those headaches are going to go away. And you're going to have to, it'll keep you from taking a bunch of aspirin each day to get through the afternoon. So drink plenty of water like we're doing now. Let me know what you think of this video. Tell me if it was helpful. And as always, if there's anything we can help you with chiropractically, give us a call at 225-766-2952 or send me a message on Facebook. Thanks and have a great day.